today.
Yes, and it's right. Yes, I always do that. Yes. Yes.
All right, let's see who's joining us today.
Yeah.
So a little early, but
Early for Vera.
yeah.
I go to bed like at 4.
I know you are such a night owl, but you've always been a night owl.
Yeah,
huh?
except last night. It was what, 9:30? And
Yeah.
I'm sitting there and I told Chrissy, I can't, I gotta go. I just went to the bedroom and Chrissy's going,
tired.
no problem. Turn everything off.
I understand you. Sometimes it just hits us,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's just like I hit the wall.
All right. Okay. So, Vera, while we're waiting for our friends to be here, do we have any awesome announcements about our amazing classes and things coming up?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's see. What
Chrissy,
we got.
it's early.
Yeah. Coffee.
I wish you guys can. We someday have to do a show. Hi, Sammy. Where we're taping ourselves, putting makeup on.
Exactly.
We have the best shows, and there's nobody there but us.
I know. We should call it like behind the scenes or
Yeah.
something, or
And
behind the makeup. But that would be scary.
that would be scary. That would be the only thing. We'd have to have no makeup on.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But it's like so
it's
much
not bad
fun.
for you because you don't look good without makeup.
Yes, I do.
No.
But it's so much fun because it's like that's when, first thing in the morning, and it's like we just are bouncing these ideas
Hi,
and
Alma.
these thoughts back and forth and work things out.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
it was
yeah.
it was a great talk.
It was. So that's what we're going to share today.
A little bit of it, yeah.
But
That's what I can remember.
Before we do, so we wanted to tell you that we have so many amazing past life and birthmark questions.
Yes, we
And of
do.
course, what you need to do is make sure that you subscribe so that we can add you to the list.
Right.
So that's how you can get your question answered, hopefully, because it's kind of the luck of the draw, right?
Right.
And it's more of a brief
Good
answer
morning, Tat.
here on YouTube. But if you need something that's like, you need your answer now, because that happens too.
Yes, it does.
Then, of course, you can go to our website where Vera has her different services and letter questions. And, of course, on our website, there's a fee. But you get a lot more information
Right.
that way. Here it's just like,
little bits and pieces.
Yeah, a little bit, a taste of what your lives and
Taste
so
of
forth.
honey. That's an old song. Most of you probably don't know. Good morning, Kathy. Purple Fuzzy.
Yay.
All right.
It's a fun early gathering.
Exactly. So we did tell you guys that we're going to start selling crystals, but it's going to be, hi Sharon, just a few good pieces, that we're going to represent, because you can get crystals anywhere now. It's anywhere and everywhere. So we're going to have a few select pieces that we love and then sell those. So I was playing yesterday.
And the exciting thing is, okay, you keep going. I'm sorry. I'm just so
Well, say
excited.
it.
Well, it's so exciting because when you're making them, and like each bead,
I say something. I say
so
this one.
yeah, it's not just the bracelet or the crystals. It's the energy that Vera's putting into it and the intent that she puts
Yeah.
into it. So it's like, of course we can find crystals and bracelets, but these are so special because of
that's
what
why we're
you
just going to
bring
do a
to
few.
it.
Yeah. So that'll be so cool. So the first one that I did, I don't know if you guys can really see it. I can't wait till we learn how to do the sharing.
Hi, Roxanne.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Here we
So
go.
there it is. And that one has red jasper, hematite, dragon's blood, and onyx.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah. So it just called to me.
You can see the hematite over here shining.
And then there's
Vera.
two other pieces.
And then over here, and the dragon's blood is so pretty.
Yeah. And then the red jasper to, add to that.
Yes.
So it's very cool. And tomorrow, during our spiritual gathering, did we mention the spiritual gathering?
No, I forgot.
Tomorrow,
I'm so excited.
on
about
our
the
spiritual
crystals.
gathering, I'm going to give it away.
How cool is that?
Yeah, I haven't figured out how, but somebody's going to get it.
That's awesome.
So please, if you haven't signed up, sign up.
Yeah, and how you do that is you can go to our nonprofit website, which is SESouls.org. And you'll see a little tab there for
got it.
spiritual gathering.
Yeah.
It's free. You just sign up and we're going to be on Zoom where we can see you. It's fun face to face to see everybody. And just, it's like It's just a little gathering where we have a topic, we have a few prayers, and we have a nice meditation. And it's just, having that back and forth.
Yeah. And then I did this one. This one is rose quartz with crackle quartz.
God, look how pretty this is. I want them to see the rose quartz, so I'm going to hold it like
rose
this.
Quartz. And crackle quartz.
It's so pretty. And I love the little charms you put on there, Vera. It's so pretty. Whoops.
Yeah, so Sammy's like, I want it. So he gets it. But yeah, so that's another one we're going to be selling. And then I don't know what the other one will be.
I can't
I know
wait.
it has to have Labradorite because I found out, and I got to do this tonight sometime, that if you have Labradorite and dragon's blood, it is just like a spiritual explosion because dragon's blood with the Labradorite. The Labradorite is like the heart of the dragon.
Oh, how cool is that?
That's why I'm a dragon.
All right, you guys, we all need to get our heart of a dragon.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yes.
I want that.
Isn't that cool? So I'm going to make one that has Labradorite with the dragon's blood.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's so cool.
Okay.
So Sammy, here's your little bracelet.
Yeah.
It's really and then tomorrow, because this is kind of unisex, right?
Exactly.
Man or woman. I don't think a guy would want to wear that one, but who knows? You never know.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
You know what I like about these two is the combination of the crystals together that you chose. Like, I love the rose quartz and the crackled quartz that you chose.
Yeah.
And then the other more earthy colors and what those represent together.
Right.
Okay, should we tell them about the third one, which I'm so excited about?
Oh, yeah. I made 3.
Okay, you guys, this is awesome.
But I don't know if this is going to be the one that I sell.
Oh, you're not sure yet?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay, well, we still have to show them now.
Yeah.
Now we have to show them.
This one is Labradorite with moonstone and turquoise.
Oh, you guys, look at how gorgeous that is.
And turquoise is supposed to have God within it. That's what Native Americans believe, that turquoise, there is God within the stone.
It is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I had no idea that this big round bead right here
was Labradorite, yeah.
I thought Labradorite was all like the
There's
darker.
different colors.
I had no idea.
Bluer, yeah.
And how cool is that? Like, I can't wait for you to make crystals because of the combinations. I mean, how pretty is that?
Yeah.
Vera, did you want to tell them what the turquoise represents too?
It has God within it.
Oh, you already said that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
There's other properties, but that's what they believe.
Got you. Oh my gosh, it is. It's so beautiful.
It is pretty, huh?
Yes. Okay, here we go. Okay. The Rio.
We're sorry about that. Our condolences.
Oh.
I don't know how they do not have a frickin' cure for cancer. We send people to outer space. How can you not? It's just too big business right now. You know, it's just wrong. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yay.
Yeah. They would make great Christmas presents.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so those are 2 for sure. I don't know what the other one will be. Because I'm just thinking start out with 3 and then see what happens. You know.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, on that note.
Okay.
We're really sorry, though. I mean, that's a tough one to lose your mom.
I know. I can't even imagine.
It's not fun. It's not fun with anybody that you love. But when it's your mom, it's like, you know.
Like your heart, huh?
Well, not just, it's so weird. Well, for me anyway, it was as if my umbilical cord was cut. I felt it.
Oh my gosh. Really?
Yeah. It was so bizarre. Yeah.
Oh.
So, yes, so sorry.
Yeah.
But she's in heaven and she's with you. And I mean, I know we say that a lot, and sometimes in the throes of the grief, it's not much, but the energy's there, you know, to help you through. So, yes. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Aww. Okay. Okay. But yeah, so back to the bracelets. I love the combinations. I love what they
So we'll see what other
represent.
combos we come up with, but
Yeah,
we're
it's
just going to
cool.
start off very small at first and then see how it goes.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
yeah.
Okay.
All righty.
So when we were putting our makeup this morning,
Yes.
like Vera mentioned, we started having this really cool kind of conversation about cell memory and how cell memory bubbles up. And it was really fascinating because a lot of times, gosh, you know, how do we dive into this subject? It's so vast, right?
Well, there was like a situation that I was privy to, and it was a situation where two friends had a little misunderstanding. And you know how we have our lives, we know what experiences we have, you know what your experiences are.
Right.
We don't really know experiences that our friends may have had unless you were with them when they were growing up, right?
Right.
So if you get someone that's upset about something that somebody else said, and how do I say this? And there's no intent to hurt the other person. It was just, there was no intent, but there was something from the other person's childhood that has this energy about feeling left out. Right? And not being part of a group or whatever it is. You know, just feeling like not part of something.
Right.
And the other person said something that made them feel more not a part of it. Does that make even sense?
It makes sense to me.
But then the other person had no intent to hurt that other person.
Yeah.
But then the other person grows up having to always defend what she does because people take it wrong. Especially like it was a childhood. God, why am I sweating?
Well, but I was telling Vera, it reminds me of it, because I was telling you how that, like, I feel that a lot.
Right.
Like sometimes I'll say something, and I'm sure a lot of us go
But
through
it
that.
came deep from childhood because your father used to accuse her of saying things that she didn't say.
Right.
And meaning things that she did not mean.
Yeah, because
so she was always defending herself.
Yeah, and I'll just use the example that I shared with Vera.
Oh, now we know it's you.
Back. Well, no, I was
That's
just
okay.
telling you about this situation.
Yeah.
That it reminded me of.
Right.
And then you were saying that that feeling comes from my childhood,
right,
where there was this autistic boy, and he was so sweet, and I was little.
Yeah.
And I was trying to play with him, and I was doing like this game of like, okay, where's your nose? And we were just playing together, you know, and where's your ear? And he was having so much joy, and I was having so much joy because we were connecting.
Right.
And then my dad and his parents were right there, and my dad goes, "Stop teasing him." And the look on his face was,
I thought you were my friend kind of thing.
He was just completely, like, almost like devastated that he thought I was trying to mock him.
Yeah.
And I wasn't, but then I was like, oh my God, that's what I did? That's what I was doing? You know what I mean? But it wasn't my intent, right? And so that was just interesting because...
But that's how things bubble up.
Right.
It bubbles because it's cell memory.
Exactly.
And both sides are an experience.
Yeah, because it doesn't necessarily mean
that one's bad or one's good.
Right, that our friends or our family or somebody along the way, if they say something to us, doesn't mean that they're bad, but they have their own things that come up, right? Just like even my father, from what he was saying to me, you know, what happened with him or what was going on with him and everything. And so it's just sparked this interesting conversation about how do we keep this like projection or assessment of us from affecting us when it's not our motive to do anything that's wrongful or hurtful, right?
Right. And it's always intent. But remember, there's the other person that doesn't know that there's no intent to harm. They still feel it.
Right.
You know, so that's where communication is the key, and talking about it and working through it. And realizing the other person has bip buttons too.
Exactly.
You know, that triggers something. Because then after that, the whole day, Chrissy's like, gosh, I really didn't mean to hurt anyone.
No.
You know, it's like I had to go, stop.
Right.
You did not intend, but you explained yourself.
Yeah.
You know, so it has to be like you explain yourself, and if the other one doesn't, or the other people don't accept it, then, that's an issue they have to deal with. But at least you explained yourself and got it out. So next time, it's like, no, I did not intend to do that, and just let it go. It's challenging because that experience is in there and keeps kind of bubbling up until you get it.
And that's what we have to remember when we're going through our life, is that when there are misunderstandings or things happen like that, what was our motive? If our motive is pure, then we have to focus on that.
Yeah.
Instead of how a person takes it, because if we absorb that, then it's just, it's almost like you're giving more energy or believing this assessment or whatever of you instead of who you know yourself to be. Right. And that goes for nobody
really wants to hurt anybody.
Of course. But that goes for all of us, right?
Usually. There's some people that do, but
right. But that goes for all of us to, as best as we can, not let things affect us to where it takes us out of whoever it is who's having the cell memory bubbling up, know. So the more that we can hold on.
And each bubble is valid, guys.
Exactly.
There's no one that's wrong. It's just an experience that you have to work through.
And the more that we can not let that type of negativity, it's just negativity that comes up from like things from the past, triggers, right? It's not like somebody's doing it on purpose. It just happens,
except for your dad. Because Sharon said, why would your dad say that? Because her dad's not nice.
Yeah,
not nice.
Yeah, we could have lots of stories about that. But
so his intent was to hurt.
Yeah, because for different reasons, right? But
for both of you, he was trying to hurt you and the child.
Yes, I know. Because some people who
have joy doing that.
Yeah. Lost light type entities like to do that. That's our calling, is to help people and empower people. And lost light entities that have lost their light, their calling is to depowering people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a totally different place of where people are coming from, as we can see in the world, right? But anyway, so I just thought, this is a great opportunity for all of us can resonate to it in some way, right?
Yes.
To hold on to our knowing of who we are, each of us, so that these different triggers don't affect us as much.
Right. Yeah. But then to talk about it, because then you can find out like, well, this is where they're coming from.
Exactly.
And not just say, well, that's my truth and that's it.
Exactly. Oh yeah, for sure. No,
but you don't hold on to it and just keep going like, oh, I didn't mean to, and I feel so bad, and and but you didn't feel. I mean, you didn't feel. You did feel bad.
I know what you mean now.
Thank you. Yeah. So,
and how can we hold on to the truths, right? Or help each other to hold on to those truths is a part of it, I think, is finding oneself.
Yes.
And that kind of goes into the next thing that we wanted to talk a little bit about is, okay, well, how do we find oneself to where we don't let other things affect us like that, right? And one of the ways is, I know for me anyway, is, we collect pieces of information along our path. It might be from a psychic, or it might be like a past life that you learn about from Vera. It might be something you read somewhere, or some maybe from a meditation that you connected with your angel, or what have you, right? So you pick up these different, almost like if you're in a dark forest and there's a breadcrumb path, and each crumb is something that you've been picking up along the way. But the point is that as you're going along your path, you discover who you are, and you discover your empowerment. It's not really something else that somebody can do for you. It's something that we have to really feel ourselves. Somebody could sit there and go, you're smart, why don't you see that? Or you're pretty, believe me, you're pretty, whatever it is, right?
But if you don't feel it.
Right. If we don't
talked about that.
Feel it, then it's not we don't get it.
Yeah. Yet.
Right.
But it will, when we do get it, then it seeps in like, that's what they were talking about. But then it's your power. You got that information.
Exactly.
Right? You helped yourself out.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep your power. Don't give it to somebody else. You can go to different people and hear explanations about life and get pearls from each one that you can incorporate, right?
Yes.
But you don't go to someone and say, save me.
Right.
you have to save yourself.
Exactly.
It's much more powerful, because the next time, if you go through a difficult situation, then how do you deal with it? Do you have to run to somebody?
Right.
It's like, at least you have like a foundation that you can garner some energy, and then go to different people and say, what do you think? What do you think? How do you think you can help me? And then you pick which one is valid for you or resonate too.
Exactly.
But you keep your power. You keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's truly the way that we do find ourselves and connect with our truth.
Yeah.
Only we can really show ourselves that. Only we can really find that.
Right.
But we can have help along the way, for goodness sakes. I mean,
of course.
I know
we have to help. We help each other in the soul tribe.
Exactly.
I am so proud of you guys coming to each other's aid.
I know. How great is that?
Yeah. So that's the power in the group. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I love that part too. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about that. So that was just what we were talking about, during the makeup session.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
because I was dreaming about having dreams.
You did dream about it.
And that's a great way that we can work things out. We can assess how we feel about things and work out our feelings about things. It's like,
because he had a dream about a professor that she kept messing.
I know. I dreamt that I was in a classroom. It was a big classroom, and I was doing something like not anything to be disrespectful, and the teacher kept thinking I was doing it on purpose to be disruptive and be disrespectful too. And I'm like, I'm not. And then I got punished. We all got punished. Like, no, I didn't mean to do it.
Yeah.
But it's just how we work out things. Thank God, like you said, that we can sleep and work out our things. And,
Exactly.
But,
and we're not saying that Chrissy doesn't love her dad.
Oh my gosh, of course.
Nana was saying that her mother was horrible, but she still loves her because it's her mother.
Oh, yeah.
But when people show you who they are, believe them. And just because they're family doesn't mean that you have to, resonate to what they're doing. You can remove yourself from that situation and be healthy and live your life, because that part of what you experienced was not right.
I can't tell you how...
That was bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Chrissy. I get really fired up.
Oh, are you kidding? I'm grateful because, having that feedback, it makes me feel, stronger too.
Yeah.
That it didn't, destroy me or make me not want to shine my light or, those types of things.
Or just be down, not wanting to interact.
Absorb that, right?
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, I'm just, it's fascinating because it's been quite a journey to find that this person might be
me either, Elma,
parent, right? Mm-hmm. But that I don't have to be controlled by what he wants me to be.
And you can love him and not have to like him.
Yes.
That's a difference.
Exactly. And we don't have to respect.
Right. Nope.
Somebody who doesn't respect us at all, right? Or
that's right, Tack. Mm-hmm. You got it. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And that's...
All right.
Really, for the way that you are and the light that you shine, I am so proud of you. What you went through was child abuse. Hands down. But look at how you brought yourself out of it.
Thank you.
Right?
Yes.
Yes, you go, girl.
Thank you.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Hi, Sophia.
And I just wanted to thank you too for, Vera, you've really helped my mom to come out of it, because she was my mom, and it was like wife abuse. Yes. I mean, it wasn't like wife abuse.
No, it was.
It was that. And so that's what I mean.
It was like a house of horrors, really.
It's it was a house of horrors.
But you still had your mom's side.
Yes.
And that's what you hung on to.
Yeah.
Because your mom was so wonderful. So at least you had you had that part. So you could see what the difference is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's awesome, because just like what you were just saying, mm-hmm. You've given a lot of different things along her path, and now she's found her empowerment.
Yeah.
Which happened this week too.
Yes, wasn't that awesome?
Yes.
Yeah. So that was very cool.
Oh, look, we're all fuzzy.
Oh, okay. Purple fuzzy.
That's awesome.
Exactly. No matter what, we're not saying that it's just male to female.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's right, Kathy. That is fundamentally perfectly right. Yeah. Yeah. So see, keep your power.
Exactly. All right, Vera, was there anything else that we wanted to share today?
Oh,
What am I saying? The best part. We have
I got to find it
amazing past life.
for one of our subscribers.
Yes. Should I read their question?
It's very short, sure.
Okay, here we go.
Let me find it.
Okay. All right.
Okay, keep going. I know it's in here somewhere.
Commercial break, intermission. Like
You're right.
You can go to the intercession. What is that? The
Intermission
stand where you can go get popcorn.
Intermission.
Yeah, but isn't there? What's the concession?
Concession.
That's it.
Yes.
The concession
Here
stand.
it is. Okay. Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Big long.
Oh, today's the 27th.
Yes. Okay, it's a big long wordy question. You ready?
I am ready. You guys ready?
Okay, Melissa.
Norwegian.
Will you tell me how my past life was, who I was?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Sophia. That's your That's your twin. Sorry.
Melissa.
Melissa, you were. I believe I did Sophia last week, didn't I? Her twin. I did
Yes.
I did it sometime, and I know I can't remember now, but I think it's something to do with an orphanage. Sophia was outside or something.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Okay.
Yes.
So Melissa, you were one of the babies that Sophia
Oh.
saved. I know, it gives
Oh
me
my
chilly
gosh,
willies.
that's so sweet.
Yeah, so you were one of the babies that Sophia.
Sophia's here.
Oh, cool.
Yay. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, you saved her. That's so
Isn't that so cool?
Yes.
Yeah. So she was one of the babies that you saved, and you got her to safety. And eventually, because of all the hype that went into, because the orphanage was burning down or burnt down and all that stuff, and because of the little girl that saved the babies,
Yes.
there was like a story in the town that you were in, and so all of the babies were given to beautiful homes. People started coming, going, "I want a baby. I want to."
Oh, are you kidding?
No, so she got Melissa got to be
my
with.
Gosh. They're both watching. She says.
Oh yay! So you were sent to a home, like it was going to be like just a temporary home, but the people fell in love with you, and they were very, very wealthy.
Oh my gosh, this is the greatest story ever.
Yes, and so you had the best of the best growing up, but they always reminded you about Sophia. And I don't remember what happened to Sophia.
Oh.
In the other story, last week, did I say like what happened to her?
I don't remember
Sophia,
you saying
did I
what
say
happened
anything? That part I don't remember, because I usually just say a little bit.
I don't remember you saying what happened to her. I just remember the part about her saving the babies.
Yeah.
That's the only part I remember.
Yeah, so all the while growing up, you always remembered Sophia, and your parents always reminded you about how you were saved and all that stuff. And then Melissa, whenever you were old enough, you reformed orphanage policies.
Oh,
that was your mission.
wow.
That was because you know how rich people have causes. Yes. That was her cause, is to reform the way the orphanages are run in that town or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's how she gave back, and she would always go visit and just make sure everything was running perfectly and humanely and that kind of thing. And her parents backed her up. They had the money to keep it going.
Oh wow, this is cool.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? It's a great example of why
Sophia died. I forgot that part.
Oh.
Because I know Sophia wasn't around to.
I see.
Yeah. I remember
Isn't that an amazing story of why we chart what we chart? Mm-hmm. It was charted that way for Melissa to survive,
right,
and then to be able to reform. Oh my gosh, what a great story!
Yeah. So that's called love, right there.
That is awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We want to give you guys a hug. And they're together again.
Yes, they are.
See how cool that is? Mm-hmm. How we come across these truths, and then here we are, life together again. Yeah. It's just awesome. And then they get to find that out. That's neat. I love it.
Yeah.
That is super awesome. Cool.
All right. So we will do the tarot angel
Crystal a little bit later on.
on.
Yeah.
And then we're not going to have the candlelight chat because we're having the spiritual gathering tomorrow.
Right.
So we'll see you guys for the crystal angel thing.
And we still plan on having a podcast later?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll have our podcast. So by tonight, you can
Yeah.
go on our website at soulsenlightenment.com and you
Exactly.
can find it there. And actually,
Female.
tonight, you know what? Let's put our new podcast on our new website.
Oh, I forgot we have a new website.
It's awesome.
How do I forget that?
It's an awesome new website. Vera, do you want to tell them what the name of it is?
The name is SE Loves the letter U. SELovesYou.com.
Yes.
So you don't have to type out soulsenlightenment.com anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you go
But
there,
if you do and you forget what it is, the new one, then it still goes. It still goes
Yeah.
to the new place.
it's going to.
Oh,
It's
going
not
to.
quite there yet. But when you go to our website, you're going to see blog. And then it's
Yeah.
there. I think it's... No, it's not called blog. Oh, Vera, it's the cutest name, remember?
Watering hole.
2?
Quench your spiritual thirst.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you can go to the
You're
watering
welcome.
hole and you can check out our podcast there
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Yeah. Oh, you're very
Yeah,
welcome.
it's so
Thank you for
cool.
subscribing.
Yes. And we love you all.
Yes.
And Vera?
Oh, journey with us.